us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today, we get to continue talking about awesome superheroes. And the superhero that's on the docket today is Sonic the Hedgehog. That's right. Sonic the Hedgehog. I've been wanting to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog for a while now. I remember as a kid, I used to watch the cartoon, man. And the cartoon was totally amazing. Totally love the speed. If you love speed, Sonic was the dude. And not to mention he had a bunch of awesome catchy phrases. So that didn't hurt none either. You know what I'm saying? But Sonic the Hedgehog, man. So yo, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Savage Life. My name again is Adewale Booker Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Now today we're gonna talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. Before we get into talk about this amazing episode, let's pay some of these bills. This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Homeland Fashions, home of authentic African fashion and accessories from the motherland. That's right, Homeland Fashions. And Homeland Fashions is owned and operated by Tracy Agboke. She will be on the show later on down the line to explain what's going on with this amazing platform, amazing line of her clothing, to tell us what's going down with it, so we're going to know what's up. But I'm looking forward to her chopping it up and giving us a breakdown of exactly what the show is all about, what the clothing line is all about, and all the awesome accessories that it's made. Because one thing about me is I like joining forces with amazing people, amazing creators, not just corporate style nonsense. I'm not with all that. That's not going to move me. Because when you do things with normal people, things move up the right way and things get done the right way. So, yo, Homeland Fashions, homelandfashions.shop.com, y'all. That's homelandfashions.shop.com. And this podcast was brought to you by Tiegler. If you need executive services from plumbers to physicians and everything between, search Tiegler. Don't wait. That's Tiegler.com, yo. Don't wait. That's Tiegler.com. That's Tiegler.com, y'all. Tiegler.com, owned and operated by Aditya Agboke, one of the best CEOs out there one of the greatest CEO out there in the galaxy right now. You know what I'm saying? Tiegler.com, y'all. Tiegler.com. So if you love awesome service, you got to go through Tiegler.com. And Tiegler.com, as I said, they're located in 2 locations. They're located in the Amazon, they're located in the Phoenix, in the East Coast, in the Virginia area, and they're also located on the West Coast, Los Angeles, Long Beach area. So if you definitely got to get a, you got to get Tiegler.com, Tiegler.com. And look, Tiegler.com, owned and operated by yours truly, Aditya Agboke, right there. Tiegler.com. You know what I'm saying? Tiegler.com. That's right. That's their logo right there. Owned and operated by Aditya Agboke, one of the best CEOs out there in Galaxy. And welcome everybody to Sound Vision Art Life, Sound Vision Podcast, episode number 226, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm looking forward to this episode, man. And also, too, so like I said, Tiegler.com. I'm going to get through these sponsors real fast, y'all, and we're going to get to work, man. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. And also, too, this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel Foodonako. Don't live with foot pain. Like Anadel Foodonako, make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Like I stated, man, I'm always wearing each one of these custom orthotics in every pair of batas that I wear because I've got my own footwear line now. So custom orthotics, y'all, available now on soundvision.com. AnadelCenter.com is located in 2 good locations, Frisco, Texas area and the Dallas, Texas area, and is owned and operated by Dr. Nero Nusode, one of the best foot specialists out there in the galaxy. I've been plantar fasciitis-free for a long time, pain-free, wearing the most awesome sneakers. So, yo, AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Now, look, let's get into this amazing episode today. Sonic the Hedgehog. I told y'all, reason why I was here today, man. As a kid growing up, Sonic the Hedgehog was that dude. T-shirts, toys, you name it, I had it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, Sonic the Hedgehog, and what got me hooked on Sonic the Hedgehog was when I started watching this cartoon that was in the 1990s, in 1993, Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, well, sorry, my bad. I'm kind of fast on that. Yes. Annadale Center, Tiegler, and also to Homeland Fashions. So I'll go slow. I'm excited, man. It's been a while since I got on my podcast episode, so I'm kind of excited. So appreciate everybody who's been part of the chat tonight. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. Oh, and one more present I got to show you before we get into this amazing episode. The comic book, the Carjack Assassins Training Day comic book, now available on soundvision.com. Don't worry, man. We got the bigger version of it now. Version 1 was small. Now we even got a bigger version. Yeah, that's why you got 2 versions on the website now. So it's pretty doggone cool, y'all. So y'all got to check out the website, soundvision.com. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Appreciate the energy, Jocelyn. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, y'all. Thank y'all so much. So look, let's get into this amazing episode. So the things I'm going to focus on, like I told you about Sonic the Hedgehog, we're going to focus on the origins, the history, the characters, the animation, and movies, because there are movies, and then 3 movies actually to be specific. And then of course, always getting your mind right, be mentally healthy, and then of course, my final thoughts. Um, hey, Royal Boy, whatever your name is, if you want me to block you, I can block you, man. I don't have time for negative energy. Some of y'all, it's nighttime, so all the weirdos come out at night. If you wish not to be blocked, I'll block you and get another follower. I ain't got time for negative energy. Your toxicity will not be tolerated. Ain't nobody trying to read your garbage. So now look here, y'all. Now look, let's get into this amazing episode. So look, first of all, Sonic the Hedgehog. The way I watched it, y'all, I watched it based on that cartoon I was telling about in the 1990s. Oh, look. Now look at my banner. I got to show y'all my new banner. Definitely got to show y'all this new banner. Look at this new cool banner, man. It's the sickest thing. This is what I took to Los Angeles Comic-Con. Los Angeles Comic-Con Expo. Y'all see this right here? Oh, yeah. That's the new banner. In fact, let me pull y'all closer to it so y'all can actually see it. And then we're going to get into this amazing episode. It's, y'all. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. I went to Los Angeles Comic-Con this past weekend, man. It was amazing, to say the least, man. Oh man, it was awesome. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was awesome. Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah. It was awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing. I met a lot of people. I saw a lot of cool stuff. I got to release my comic book. A lot of people were losing and flipping out about how cool my table was. So yo, definitely, man. Look, let me show y'all the table real quick. The banner real fast. Sorry, y'all. Look, this is the new banner right here that I'm using now. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This is the new banner right here. Look at this. This is so cool. These are my characters, man. Version 5 of them. That was the Kyle Jacks you were just looking at. These are the assassins right here, man. Man, y'all tell me this ain't cool. This is the new banner, baby. This how your boy rocking it, man. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? This is what I am doing now. You know what I mean? Oh, this is so cool. So, yo, that's the new banner right there, man. We working with some magic around here now, man. You know what I'm saying? We growing. Sorry, y'all. I'm having mobility issues, man. I injured my foot, and it's kind of hard to walk. It's really hard to walk, y'all. But, hey, it was an amazing show at Los Angeles Comic-Con, so I just want to let y'all know, man, doing this doggone thing. Give me a second, y'all. Sorry, yo, my foot is killing me. You know what I'm saying? But yo, thank y'all for joining. Thank you for the likes. Now let's get to Sonic the Hedgehog. From my understanding, Sonic the Hedgehog for me, I'm gonna tell you how I know it. The origins, right? Sonic the Hedgehog started as a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? As a Sega Genesis game. I remember it was created in 1991 by 3 Japanese individuals: Yoji Naka, Noto Orishima, and then Hirokazu Yasuhara. So these were all Japanese artists. And so it started off as a video game, actually. And it was a Sega Genesis property. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the popularity of video game was so popular. And yes, yo, I'm talking about Sega Genesis, Sega Genesis. Like, hold on, let me show y'all Sega Genesis, Sega Genesis. Like, I'm talking like these kind of games. Yeah, I still keep it old school, baby, sometimes. That kind of game. I even have the system. You know what I'm saying? Look, watch this, y'all. I'm going to flip the camera. Y'all think I'm playing. See, I got the Sega Genesis. Y'all thought it was a joke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's literally, that was the case right there. And that's how Sonic became a popular pop culture icon type of situation. You know what I'm saying? 1991, they created a game. These 3 individuals created a game. And since 1991 up until now, it's still on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with that right there. And so when you when you have an individual, when you have a character you create and it's based on like a video games usually have a habit of drawing people to making them really taking a character. Mega Man started off the same way too. And so Mega Man started off the same way. What do you call it? I'm trying to think what other cartoons started off the same way. Mega Man is probably the one I can really think of that really got jumped off that way. So Mega Man. So then in 1991 it's a video game, and all of a sudden it goes from video game to toys, from toys to, I think in 1994 was when the cartoon series came around. So you got the cartoon series, and it was like many cartoon series, and I do mean many. So look, the story behind, I'm more telling it from a fan perspective, man, because whenever I do these things, it's really from a fan perspective. I'm a nerd of the highest order. I love talking about cartoons. I love talking about superhero stuff. It really Royal Boy, your apologies accepted. It's good to be humble, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate all of you who are joining the chat right now. Welcome to Sun Vision Podcast, episode number 226. Sonic the Hedgehog. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for the positivity. And thank any haters that we get in the future. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate all of y'all for being amazing. If you're a hater, being an amazing hater. We'll take that too. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for joining me. Now look, so back to Sonic the Hedgehog, right? And so Sonic the Hedgehog is a video game series and media franchise created by Japanese developers Yuji Naka, uh, um, Nato Orishima, and then Hiro Kazuwa. You know what I mean? So you got three individuals working for Sega, right? And then it was, uh, of course, Sonic is blue, as y'all well know. And then he run at supersonic speed, and he battles Dr. Eggman. Back when they first started, they called Dr. Robotnik Eggman. Then all of a sudden, it became Dr. Robotnik. But that's how I always saw it. That's how I watched them. I used to watch the cartoon series, like I told you, the one that came around in the 1990s. Because that one cartoon series I watched is still the best cartoon series I've ever seen. I've never seen anything better than that cartoon series, which is something I'm going to talk about later. You know what I'm saying? But he had they developed the game. The game becomes very popular. It makes its way to the States, and then all of a sudden, it's even more popular because, of course, Sega, the same company that created Street Fighter, same company that created X-Men, the animated X-Men fighting games, all kinds of stuff, man. And then, of course, from playing video games, the company Sega decides to incorporate printed media, animations, films, and merchandise as well. So they first developed the video game in 1991. The character is Sonic, of course. He's and it's also the same company that created to provide. I think it was designed. So from what I'm reading, released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis to provide Sega with a mascot to compete with Nintendo's Mario. So Sonic was created to compete with Nintendo's Mario. That turned out to be a good competition, I would say. I would say Sonic is whooping the Mario Brothers. I mean, I know Mario Brothers, you can play the Mario Kart, uh, Nintendo Switch and all that, but Sonic is still that dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you did movies on this dude, for God's sake. Last I checked, the Mario Brothers only got one movie. Sonic got three movies. You feel me? And there's probably more down the pike. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all about like having amazing follow up and just creating something that's extraordinary, man. So Sonic the Hedgehog, that's his origins from what I get. And like I told y'all, I'm telling this more from a fan perspective because when I usually do my episodes like this, it's always from a fan perspective. I'm a fanboy. I love these cartoons. I got T-shirts, I got posters. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. And then that's really what inspired me to create my own universe, Culture of Sassy Universe, which I'm gonna talk about that later. So y'all, that's the characters. That's the introduction. And then, of course, it successfully helped Sega become one of the leading video game companies during the fourth generation of video game consoles in the early 1990s. Sega Technical Institute developed next three Sonic games, plus the spin-off Sonic Spinball 1993. A number of Sonic games were also developed for Sega's 8-bit consoles, the Master System, Game Gear. Man, there was all kinds of stuff going on back in the day with the game system, man. And then after hiatus during the unsuccessful Saturn era, the first major 3D Sonic game, Sonic Adventure, was released in 1998 on Sega Dreamcast. That was totally crazy. And then Sega exited the console market and shifted to third-party development in 2001, continuing the series on Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation systems. Takashi Luza has been the series producer since 2010. So, yeah, that's what you get, man. So, thank all of y'all for joining me tonight. Welcome to another episode of Sun Vision Podcast, Art Life, episode number 226. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. So, yo, that's Sega Sonic's origins, man. Now, next up is the history. The history is like, from a fanboy, like, as a fan, man. Okay, look, let's break down the history and I'm going to make them in short stints, too. I'm not going to make it complicated. So from 1990 to 1991, conception and first game, which was Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game. By 1990, Japanese video game company Sega wanted a foothold in the video game console market with a 16-bit console. Sega efforts had been stymied by the dominance of Nintendo. The Genesis did not have a large install base, and Nintendo did not take Sega seriously as a competitor. Sega of America CEO Michael Katz attempted to challenge Nintendo with Genesis does not Genesis does not want Nintendo or something marketing campaign by collaborating with athletes and celebrities to create games. These efforts did not break Nintendo's dominance. Katz was replaced by Tom Kirsch, formerly of Mattel. Oh boy, here we go. So you always have competitors in video game systems and stuff like that. But I think what makes a lot of these things is these things. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to another episode of Salvation on Life. Name is Adewale Booker Jr. Salvation Podcast episode number 229. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate all of y'all who are part of this amazing chat tonight. Thank y'all for joining me tonight, man. Appreciate y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all, the history of Sonic. Now, I'm just telling y'all the history of Sonic. Like, I'm more being technical because usually I like to freestyle this stuff, but sometimes I like to create a technical aspect to give you a better understanding of what's going on with each character. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. Oh, and I don't want to forget, y'all. Let me be sure to make sure I put the link to the comic book, my website, in the chat, because my comic book, the first official Carjack Assassin comic book, is now out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me make sure I talk about this right here. If you love comics, Carjack Assassin's Training Day. Give me a second, y'all. Let me organize myself a little better. You know what I'm saying? I gotta definitely drop that in. I'm always trying to get that in there as much as I can, because I know there's a lot of fans of my artwork that love the fact that I do a lot of original stuff, and I'm my own creator, my own boss, I'm my own organization. I'm not at nobody's look, check this out, y'all. Look at this. Carjack Assassin Training Day comic book. Yes, that's right. I dropped my comic book last month. I took it to Los Angeles Comic Con this weekend. Woo! What a success, boy. Man, it was successful. So Carjack Assassin Training Day, available now on Salvation.com. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got the small version. Version 1, you got version 2 right there. Y'all see that? So you can tell the new version is way bigger. You know what I'm saying? And look, let me show you the pages on this Joker right here. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry, we're gonna talk about this comic down the line later on in the episode. Y'all see that? That's right. So please visit Salvation.com and get your order on and join the movement, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Appreciate all of y'all. Now look, let me connect let me keep on going with this comic book stuff so y'all can see what's up. Let me go back. So now look, what happens next is the history of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I think a lot of people, like, Sonic's been around. Sonic's older than like an entire generation, maybe even 2 generations. I mean, that 1991, so 30, 37 years, I think, is how long Sonic's been going for. That's completely amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's just completely amazing. So y'all, that's the link in the chat right there to the comic book, Carjack Assassin's Training Day comic book. You got the one that's $100, the smaller one. Then you got the one that's $200, the bigger one. More collector's edition is custom designed. I changed a lot of things, made it look super cool. You know what I mean? So you'll visit SonicVision.com and get your order on. Now let's get to the history of this amazing character, Sonic the Hedgehog. So basically, the company Sega was doing their best to make it competitive against the Mario Brothers. Good start, but I think they eventually caught them, right? Because Sega president Hayo Nakayama decided Sega needed a flagship series and mascot to compete with Nintendo's Mario franchise. Nintendo had recently released Super Mario Bros. 3, at the time the best-selling video game ever. Sega's strategy had been based on porting its successful arcade games to Genesis. However, Nakayama recognized that Sega needed a star character in the game that could demonstrate the power of Genesis hardware. An internal contest was held to determine a flagship game, with a focus on American audience. Among the teams working on the proposal were artists Noto Oishima and then programmer Yuji Naka. The gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 originated with tech demo created by Naka, who developed the algorithm that allowed a sprite to move smoothly on a curve by determining its position on dot matrix. Man, yo, me talking like this is like all super nerdy, but seriously, like to understand where Sega Genesis came from, to understand where Sega Genesis built how Sonic the Hedgehog came about, you simpler character that just became a worldwide phenom. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have this Sega Genesis. Look, let me show y'all this one right here. Look, let me flip the camera so y'all can see this. Look at my screen. You know what I'm saying? Look, right there. Look at that. Tell me that ain't cool. That's very few people actually have that thing. I'm one of them. I actually have a Sega Genesis. You know how cool that is, man, to have a Sega Genesis? Oh my God. That I went to GameStop to go buy it too. I went out of my way to go buy it. I straight up went to GameStop and said, I'm buying this. I gotta have this. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta have this. So thank all of y'all for joining me tonight, man. I see we've got a lot of views, boy. A lot of views. So please, if you're joining right now, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. I know we're doing something special over here in Sound Vision because every time I go on my podcast, a bunch of people are showing up. So I can't thank y'all enough, man. I cannot thank y'all enough. Now, after Yusuara joined Naka Oshima, their focus shifted from protagonist to Sega hoped to become a mascot. So Sonic the Hedgehog was born. So the team moved to animals that could roll into a ball and eventually settled on Sonic until Hedgehog created by Oshima. Naka's prototype was expanded with Oshima's character design levels conceived by Yoshirara. Sonic's color was chosen to match Sega's cobalt blue logo. And his red and white shoes were inspired by cover of Michael Jackson's album Bad. His personality was based on then governor of Arkansas's what? Seriously, his personality was based on then governor of Arkansas Bill Clinton's can-do attitude. You got to be kidding me. You telling me Bill Clinton inspired this character? Oh man, oh God, I can't stand Bill Clinton. You got to be kidding me, man. That guy's a piece of you know what? He's a piece of shit. The antagonist, Dr. Eggman, which I know as to be as Dr. Robotnik, was another character Oshima designed in the contest. The team thought that the abandoned design was excellent and could design it as a villain. The team took the Sonic team for the game's release. It was cool, man. And then, of course, 1991 to 1995, you have Game Genesis sequels. They created more video games. And now I'm just skipping through because I'll be here for the rest of my life. 1995 to 1998, Saturn era, which was the Saturn Genesis era. That was pretty cool. I don't know why the Saturn never did well. I mean, that was back then, but I really don't know why it didn't do well. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me turn around and let y'all see what the Saturn looks like. Because all this is a part of Sonic's history. That's right there. Y'all see the Saturn, the Sega Saturn? I'm faster than lightning. So, yo, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, of course, meanwhile, in America, SIT worked on Sonic Extreme. That's when it became the first 3D game from the Saturn, the first 3D game, which came out in 1998. So a lot of stuff like with Sonic was concentrated. Hey, thank y'all for joining me tonight. Appreciate all of y'all joining me tonight. Please be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. We are growing exponentially, and we hope that you will grow with us. Thank you very much for joining Sound Vision Art and Life, Sound Vision Podcast, episode number 226. That's right. Wow. 226 episodes. That's pretty amazing. I know a lot of people that started with me when I started my podcast back in the day, and they've already quit a long time ago, boy. Long time ago. So now look, 1997, excuse me. Sega announced Project Sonic, a promotional campaign aimed at increasing marketing awareness of the renewing excitement of Sonic brand. Sonic was just going through stuff. And then 1998 to 2005 transitioned to 3D. I told y'all, oh man, that's when the Sega Dreamcast came through. I know y'all remember this. Look, let me put this here. For some of y'all, Sega Dreamcast, baby. Oh man, that was the jump off right there, boy. Let me tell you. I remember I used to play Randy Moss, the football game. Not the football game, but Madden. Oh man, it was off the chain, y'all. Oh my God, that was so freaking cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and then of course, in 2001, Sega announced its discontinuing of the Dreamcast to become a third-party developer. That kind of sucked. I guess they didn't want to spend no money, so they decided to go with third-party developer and go with the other ones like GameCube, Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation 2. You know what I'm saying? They were just moving stuff around. And then, of course, 2005 to 2010, franchise struggles, which happens to any struggle because you have to revamp yourself. Sonic Team USA was renamed Sega Studios USA, after completing Sonic Heroes, Sega and Sonic team leadership entered flux while they experiment with diverging from Sonic formula. Sega Studios USA first post Heroes project, Shadow of the Hedgehog 2005, a spin-off starring the popular adventure character Shadow. The Shadow retains most elements from the previous Sonic games. That was pretty cool. And then in 2006, the franchise's 15th anniversary, Sonic Team developed Sonic Raiders, a GBA port of original Sonic and reboot Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, this dude was just going all kinds of stuff. And in 2007, they had Sonic Rivals 2006, Sonic Rivals 2 2007, and then you had Sonic Rush Adventure, and then Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, 2008. Now, yep, that's right, man. That was pretty sick. And then 2010 to 2015, they're changing their strategy to try to make um the franchise build itself up again. Man, y'all, it happens to any franchise. Like it even happened to me on my journey of creating Carjack Assassins. I kind of you. It's not that you get stagnant, but you got to figure out a way to make it gel with the audience. And so getting to this version right here of my characters, that's completely changed everything. And I can't wait to go to WonderCon next year and Fan Fusion in Phoenix and Comic Con hopefully and Los Angeles Comic Con again. So I'm looking forward to going to at least 5 great comic expos next year. It's gonna be on and popping, y'all. On and popping. Now look, from 2010 to 2015, there was a refocus on changing how Sonic was. Luzaka felt Sonic was struggling because it lacked unified direction. So Sonic Team refocused on more traditional side-rolling elements and fast-paced gameplay. The Sonic Hedgehog 4, a side-rolling episodic sequel to Sonic Knuckles, co-developed by Sonic Team and Dips, began with episode number 1, 2010, followed by episode number 11, 2012. Later, 2010, Sega released Sonic Colors for the Wii and the DS, which expanded the well-received aspects of Unleashed and introduced powers. I mean, Sonic was just doing an amazing thing. 2015 to the present, new direction. They've come up with new ideas. Now, I guess the Sonic team relocated to Burbank, California to oversee franchise with new team. At San Diego Comic-Con 2016, Sega announced 2 Sonic games coincide with the series of 25th anniversary, Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. Both were released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Windows in 2017. Sonic Mania was developed by independent game developers Paragus West Games and HadCon, the staff comprising of Sonic fandom. Whitehead conceived project and served as director. It was pretty cool, man. I think it's like anything else that you do. Look, y'all got to see this, man. The original artwork, right there. Tell me that ain't cool. Tell me that ain't cool. Y'all know that's cool, man. I love seeing stuff like that because I love seeing the beginning of things, of how journeys get. Because when you build something great, people don't never generally give you any props when you first started. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's usually at, man. So yo, that's the history of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, next up is the characters. Now I'm gonna tell the characters in a different way because I'm gonna tell it based on the cartoon I used to watch that came out in 1993. Right? That cartoon was off the chain. So of course, Sonic the Hedgehog is the first character, which we know about. Blue, cool as hell. Um, I'm gonna tell it based on the cartoon series. Right there. Y'all see that? Yeah. Tell me that ain't cool. Tell me that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that ain't cool. So, oh, actually, oh man, I knew I forgot something. Y'all watch this while y'all are on right now, because I'm gonna have to show you this phone case that I got, man. And I knew I forgot something. Yo, thank y'all for joining me. Welcome to another episode of Sanusi and Art and Life. Podcast episode number 226 with yours truly, Aduala Buki. Thank you for joining me. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification button. Appreciate y'all greatly. Now, look, give me a second, y'all. I got to do something right fast. You know what I'm saying? I got to do something right fast. I got to change the phone case real quick. Y'all give me a second because I forgot that I want to show y'all this phone case. So I forgot to there we go. All right, y'all. I'm back. My bad, y'all. My bad. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for being patient about that. Y'all, there we go. Yeah, much better. There we go. Thank y'all for joining me. Sorry about that. That was like a proper shakeup, man. But yo, so let's start with the characters. Of course, Sonic the Hedgehog himself. Sonic the Hedgehog is a uh Sonic is like the coolest. I'm gonna tell it in the way that I like the way I used to watch the cartoon. Okay, so Sonic is when I used to watch the cartoon, there were characters that you got to know. Sonic, Tails, Sally, Uncle Chuck, Bonnie the Robot, Rotor, Dr. Robotnik. Like the cartoon series I used to watch from the 1990s. That's the way I'm gonna take it. So Sonic is the fastest, like he's super fast. Like he's like flash fast. And then also too, Sonic he's a cocky, smart mouth, charismatic, blue. You know what I'm saying? He's a real hedgehog, and he's fast as I don't know what. And whenever he holds the one of the power rings, he can reach speeds up to God knows what. You know what I'm saying? But Sonic was like never really um when Sonic, like as a kid growing up, I used to play the Sega Genesis where sure yo, he'd be rolling and he would roll and he would roll through these obstacle courses and he would pick up rings. That was probably the last time I played Sonic, that video game. I haven't touched a Sonic game since. But Sonic was a character that related to was really kid friendly, and then a lot of adults were down for Sonic. Even till today, when I went to comic expos, I think I saw one person dressed as Sonic. I mean, I don't get that. I mean, I never really see Sonic at the comic expos, the Los Angeles Comic Con Expo, like I just came from this past weekend. But there's people that dress like Sonic. But Sonic, Sonic is a character that fast, got the power rings. He's just like in the cartoon from the 1993s. He's got his Uncle Chuck who creates the power rings for him. And Sonic is a charismatic, smart, cocky, believes in himself, never shy about, never lacks confidence. Always, no matter what face or whatever danger it is, he game for game, man. He ain't tripping. He's all about this is going down. He can handle himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's Sonic, the blue, the blue dude that does cool things. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. Then of course you got Tails. So look, you see Tails right there? That's Tails right there on top. That's Tails. His own little buddy. Um, Tails was kind of like Sonic's little brother in the cartoon. I remember as a kid when I used to watch it. That's kind of like how it felt, like he was Sonic's little brother. This cartoon I'm talking about, y'all. Don't worry, I'm gonna play the cartoon for y'all. Trust me, I'm gonna play the cartoon for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all see it. But if you ever watch that cartoon, you know what I'm saying? So Sonic the Hedgehog was Tails was like Sonic's little brother, especially in that cartoon. And then in the video game, I think Sonic came up, but the first time I heard about Tails was when I saw him in the Sonic cartoon from the 1990s. That cartoon came out in 1993, and Tails was very kiddish, opposite of Sonic. Sonic was more like a grown-up teenager. Tails was more like some kid in middle school. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of was the difference between them. Sorry, don't mind y'all me. I've been working all day, y'all. I just got off work and decided I ain't going to sleep without doing this podcast episode. So that's Sonic and Tails right there. That's Tails. Tails is the golden for y'all who don't know anything about Tails. Let me just make sure you know that is Tails right there. If you're just wondering who it is. And if you're wondering about this poster, it's available on savage.com. And this is Sonic, the blue one right there. Please tell me you know who Sonic is. There's no way y'all don't know. So that's Sonic right there. Look, let me do like this. Oh, I can just grab my iPad. Y'all see that right there? Yep. That's Sonic and Tails, baby. So y'all got to go visit savage.com and get your order on and join the movement. You know what I'm saying? But that's Sonic right there. That's Sonic and Tails right there. Now, the next character I'm going to show y'all, give me a second, y'all, is, oh man, they didn't even, give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to find, okay, so the next one, I'm talking about Sally. And all the characters I'm talking about are from the cartoon series that I watched as a kid growing up. It's a cartoon series I used to watch as a kid, and that cartoon came out in the 1990s. Boy, the 1990s show had a lot of awesome cartoons, let me tell you. Them cartoons was off the chain. So, Sally was a character. She was the smart mouth, confident, the freedom of leader of the freedom fighters. And there's this called Knothole in the cartoon. And that's the cartoon that I used to learn Sonic. Because prior to that, I really didn't know. I knew Sonic video game, but then I was more of an intermittent fan. But then when I watched that cartoon, I became a super fan. Like I'm like Sonic is that dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with me for Sonic. So Sally is the is the uh is the queen. Now, there's characters you need to know. There's Tails is affectionately known as Miles Tail Prowler, a fox who can fly using his two tails. Sonic CD introduced Amy Rose, a pink hedgehog, and Sonic's self-proclaimed girlfriend. And then Metal Sonic, a robotic doppelganger of Sonic created by Eggman. Sonic 3 introduced Sonic's rival Knuckles, a red and I don't even know what that is. And Dina. You know what I'm saying? And the Guardian of the Master Emerald. Master Emerald introduced Sonic and Tails, controls the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Knuckles, Chaos introduced Chaos, a group of comprising Vector, the Crocodile. Yeah, that was wild right there. Episode of Chameleon. Man, there's all kinds of Sonicness. Chammy B, it was crazy. 3 characters introduced during this period. Mighty Amarillo, Ray the Flying, sequel, and then Fang the sniper, and then Sonic Triple Trouble. So there's all kinds of mess. But also too, you had Sally from the Knothole. Like these are all the way I'm gonna tell it is these characters came from Knothole, the cartoon I used to watch. So Sally was from the Knothole, and she was the smartest person on the underground team, underground rebellion. She was smart. She could develop technology. She understood science. She's also the daughter of the leader of the rebellion. And her and Sonic were like, it was a mix of like, are they together or are they not together? Are they flirting or whatever? It was pretty cool, man. The next up is Bunny Robot. Bunny Robot was a cybernetic rabbit that lost her arm and her legs, and so then they built robotic legs and arms for her so she could function. So tell me that isn't cool, right? You got a character that's like, oh, Bobby Savage, what's up, homie? How you doing, girl? Hope everything good with you, man. How you feeling? How's your health doing, man? You know I gotta ask that, man. Hope everything's okay with you, man. Thanks for joining me tonight, man. Welcome to another episode of Sound Vision Out Life, episode number 226. And as you can see, the channel has grown exponentially, girl. Man, I think we're at 1,991 subscribers. Totally crazy, man. Can you imagine that? At the beginning of the year, I was at like 300 and something, man. So we've come a long way, man. It's good to be patient. It's good to take your time in doing things. So, grateful for that, man. Thanks for joining me tonight. Appreciate you joining me. And this thing is my podcast is really picking up steam now. I used to have problems getting views. Now I'm just getting a whole lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really grateful for that, man. So I really appreciate it. Then, of course, you got the College of Stats comic book available now on soundvision.com. So, y'all, that's all the characters. So you got Sally, and then you got I was talking about Bunny the robot, Bunny the rabbit. Then you got Rotor. Rotor was the fix it man that the go for this and go for that. He could fix just about anything. He could build just about anything. He was basically the engineer of the team, like super smart. So that was Rotor. Then of course you had Uncle Chuck, who was Sonic's uncle, who got captured by Dr. Robotnik and got his brain washed. And then of course he built Sonic the the Sonic rings, so it can be super fast. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Being super fast. Hey, look, y'all. Let me copy the chat in there again. Hey, man. Thank you so much, Bobby. Appreciate that. When you grow, I mean, it's all about growth. So organic growth is the best way to go, girl. I can't tell you. I'm not in a rush to be famous. I have no interest in being famous. I care about just being happy and doing what I love. And I came from Los Angeles Comic Con too. Oh, that was off the chain. That was awesome. Y'all don't understand. Los Angeles Comic Con was great. It was amazing, man. You know what I mean? So it was great. I sold a bunch of my comics. A bunch. So that's all the characters. And of course, I don't want to forget Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik is the evil arch nemesis of Sonic the Hedgehog. He's always trying to capture Sonic, trying to clone him, trying to find a way to make him take away his speed, but he's never been successful. The only thing I know he's been successful at doing is cloning Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Cloning Sonic. So that's all the characters, man. Sonic is one of the coolest, greatest characters like ever made. Sonic is like, you know what I'm saying? Sonic is like so Sonic the Hedgehog like I said, it's a character case by 3 individuals, and he was a hedgehog. So that's another thing that's why you saw the spikes on his head, behind his head, and he had the cool sneakers, man. So to see the movie, you got to see how cool that was too. So that was Sonic the Hedgehog, man. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing okay, man. Your health is your wealth. You know, these days you can never be too careful, man. We're always trying to build ourselves up, trying to be the healthiest we can be, man. It's not easy, but hey, you get it done, you get it done, you get it done. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's Sonic right there. That's all the characters now. Next up is animation and comics. Now, this way is gonna get interesting because I gotta go set it up to where I can capture the check out the cartoon so I can play for y'all. Man, the first cartoon I ever seen, man. Oh my god, man, y'all don't understand Sonic. Let me see if I can find Sonic. Give me a second. Not animation. Let me see if I can. There we go. Now let's skip to Sonic the Hedgehog. Here we go. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog was a cartoon I used to watch, and the first time I saw Sonic. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, Bobby, I be working out, girl. Shoot, your health is your wealth. I can't run as much as I used to because my foot's been killing me, girl. I can barely move, but I cycle a lot. You know what I'm saying? Cycling is a very low impact, but it's very effective. Cycling is amazing. I want to cop me a bike, girl. I'm riding that bike, boy. I'm getting at least 3 days a week, at least. Oh yeah, I've been working out, girl. Thank you, though. Appreciate you noticing, man. I've been getting that workout in. Everybody been saying that. I be on that. I be on that, man. I be working out. My health. Look, that's the one thing I don't have to pay anybody to do. I can just work out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta pay nobody, man. I know that shit's funny. I ain't gotta pay nobody. I just wake up and work out. You know, your apartment or your house, wherever you live at, that's your gym right there, y'all. Find a little corner up in the house and get to it. You feel me? Don't be ashamed now. Don't forget to hit the like button, Barbie. Let's get these likes up. I'm at 4. Let me get to 5, 6, 7, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But you know, I work out, man. I have to take care of my health. My health is the only thing that I have. That's the only dream that we have. We have to be able to build our health up, man. That's what we got. So, y'all, that's all the characters right there. Now, next up, animation, like I was talking about. The animation series, the one I used to watch was in 1993. And look, there are many cartoons, right? Many, many, many cartoons. Many. Jaleel White was the voice of the first cartoon that I ever watched. Sonic Sonic the Hedgehog. So in 1992, Sega approached American Public Broadcasting Company ABC about producing a 2 television series syndicated show for after-school audience and Saturday morning cartoon based on Sonic Kenzel at scene instrumental launch of He-Man and Master of the Universe. So then they created this between 1993. So the 2 cartoons were the syndicated Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and then Sonic the Hedgehog 1993-1994, which was produced by DIC Entertainment. Also produced the Christmas Special 1996. Sonic Underground 1999 promote the Sonic Adventure. The Adventures of Sonic Hedgehog comprised of 65 episodes overseen by Ren and Stimpy director Kent Butterworth and features slapstick humor in the vein of Looney Tunes. The 26th episode Sonic the Hedgehog, commonly called Sonic Saturday AM, features a bleak setting in which Eggman has conquered the world, while Sonic is a member of the resistance forces that opposes him. The series was canceled after 2 seasons. Oh, it sucked. But I'm watching it on Prime right now, y'all. Man, I'm watching on Prime right now. You can catch Sonic AM on Prime. So I didn't even notice I was putting on any muscle. I just look the same to myself. You know what I'm saying? I just thought like, hey man, at least I'm keeping in shape. But I didn't know I looked like I cut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like, really? I'm over here like I look the same. I still weigh the same. I feel the same. I feel stronger. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad at school. I'm surprised I'm not wore out because I've got school, I've got work, I've got my own business. Y'all, I'm kicking my own ass, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing so much. It's nuts, man. But I'm glad that you're doing okay, Bobby Savage. You got to fight, girl. One day at a time. Get that thing back where it needs to be. 100% so it can be 100%. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? 100%. And everything about me is natural. So, you know, everything factory, no aftermarket. I know that's going to make you laugh. I don't take nothing. I just go to the gym. That's it. I work with only what my mama gave me. You feel me? I'm built on natural. So yo, that's Sonic the Hedgehog, the cartoon. Now I'm gonna show you the Sonic cartoon series that I'm talking about right here. You'll know that you're gonna be like, oh, this cartoon is sick as hell. So featuring Slick. So the 26 episode Sonic Hedgehog, commonly known as Sonic Saturday AM, features a bleak setting in which Eggman has conquered the world, while Sonic is a member of the resistance forces that opposes him. The series was canceled after 2 seasons. Sonic Underground was planned to last 65 episodes, but only 40 were produced. The series follows Sonic and his sibling Maniac Sonia, who use their power of music to fight Eggman and reunite their mother. In all three DIC series, Sonic was voiced by Family Matters Jaleel White. Yeah, that was what it was back then, man. Jaleel White made quite a name for himself back then with Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, that was off the chain, man. Yeah, girl, shoot. Man, right now I got foot injury, all kinds of injuries, but I push through, man. You know what keeps me going is the fact that I'm veering towards my dream. I'm not giving it up. I'm not doing any of that. Thank all of y'all for joining me tonight again. Welcome to another episode of Salvation Art Life, episode number 226. Please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button, and definitely hit the notification button. Sonic the Hedgehog is the topic today and it's going fantastic. So thank all of y'all for joining me tonight, man. So yo, that's the cartoons. Now look, let me show y'all some cartoons y'all gotta check out, man. This cartoon series, this cartoon intro, oh my God. Y'all give me a second. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta show this to y'all. Y'all gotta see this. Let me point this to my phone, my computer. Here we go. Blue Streak. This is the most popular one. Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast for the naked eye. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic, he can stay move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. Look out when he storms through. Sonic the Hedgehog, don't doubt what he can do. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. Oh yeah, I know y'all remember that. Some of y'all, if you've ever seen it, if you want to watch that for free, you better get your butt on YouTube and get your watch on. That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I watch YouTube Sonic now. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way. Except for the Prime account that I watch it on. That's where the episodes are. They're on the Prime account. Let me actually look in there, see if I can get into my Prime account so I can show y'all the cartoon. Yeah, Barbie, you gotta push through, man. I mean, there's no other way to do anything other than to push through. Man, like I always say, failures are steps that we need to climb. It's something I always tell myself. Failures are steps that we need to climb. As long as you remember that failures are steps you need to climb, you will be good. You know, I don't never really be like, oh yeah, I can't do this. I'm going maximum effort. I'm not, I'm not worried about failure, man. I'm concerning myself with the process. And as long as that's all I keep doing, I'm gonna keep succeeding. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all about where you see yourself, how you want to see yourself, how you want to get to where you want to get to. So look, this is the cartoon I'm talking about. Look, let me see if I can play it for y'all. Let me see if I can play it for y'all. Give me a second. Let me see. I'm on episode 13, so I'm just gonna show y'all some of it. But that's the cartoon right there. Y'all see that right there? Yeah. That's the cartoon right there, y'all. So that's Sonic the Hedgehog, man. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. But yo, now let's do some movies. Look, Sonic the Hedgehog, this dude had movies. Are you kidding me? Man, they had 3 movies, man. Mario Brothers could barely get one. These dudes had 3 movies. So clearly, Sonic the Hedgehog has outlasted Mario's Nintendo Switch. Y'all feel me? Oh yeah, it kicked his butt. So look, let's check out the movies, man. Y'all, oh my God, the movies. Give me a second. Man, I gotta, okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find the movies. Let me see. For a lot of y'all, I'm gonna see if I can find. Let me actually hold on. I'm actually gonna find Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. I don't know what a Discord is. What is a Discord? I don't even know what that is. Oh wow, Sonic the Hedgehog. There was three. I don't know what a Discord is. Honestly, don't even know what that is. Unless my brain is just so tired, I can't think straight. It came out in 2020. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find any. Oh yeah, official clip. All right, here we go. Are y'all ready? Oh, I think I got a Discord. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. I'm not even sure what that is. Uh, uh, I'll have to look at that. I don't. What I try not to do is try to be on too many platforms because information, man, is now the new game. All these companies use that as information to get your information. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I have a tendency not to try to be everywhere. Only in some places I need to be. But with this YouTube thing is working for me pretty good. A lot of people can follow me. I don't know if that Discord is connected to YouTube, but a lot of people know when I'm coming on. That's one of the reasons why I've stuck with YouTube, and also to the reason why I'm sticking with TikTok as well, because I've grown exponentially on both platforms. So I think that's what you mean by Discord. But also too, like the oh man, let me play this Sonic the Hedgehog right here. What's my Okay, so y'all, we got a movie. Hey y'all, look, check this out. Let me flip this around so y'all can see the Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. No, not today. Wait, I am calling the police now. I am calling the FBI. I am calling the CIA. I am calling someone. Don't do that. Okay, got it. Maddie, can we just... Tom, what's going on? You're all over the news. I've been trying to call you. I ditched my phone so they couldn't track me. Track? Uncle Tommy! Jojo! Hey. Now your niece is an accessory to treason. Are you happy? Would you calm down? Calm down. I will not calm down. Enough. Yes, calm down. Stop talking. No. No more, baby. Jesus. What is that, Tom? Is it plutonium? Is it emails? Yes, it's plutonium. Please, can we just go in the room and talk? Stop it, Ozzy. This is why I told you he was no good. I'm not engaging. You're not engaging. Ozzy, quit it. No, open up. No, it's unlocked. Ozzy. Oh, catch me, George. Oh, thank God. I take a glass of water. All right, look. Yeah. Can I talk to you, please? You're okay. Calm down. Oh, huh? You gotta go fast. Okay. Come on, buddy. You gotta go fast. Where am I? What year is it? Is The Rock president? Whoa, buddy, you're okay. Calm down. Oh, hi, pretzel lady. Hi. Tom? Yeah. Can I talk to you, please? Space Hedgehog, stay there. Try to rest. You got it. I am great at that. So that's Sonic, man. What are you doing? Aliens? Maddie, your husband's lost his mind. Can you use this as an... Given me a gift before. I gotta check that off my bucket list. Oh, all right, looking good. Yeah, that's Sonic the Hedgehog right there. Y'all see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm doing that on purpose, Kim. I'm showing a episode of the movie Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm showing three different movies. So whenever I do demos, I want to show something on a movie or something. I point it to my camera, my computer screen, so people can see what I'm looking at. It's pretty cool. It's part of my show thing. Thank you for joining the show. Look, y'all, that's one Sonic movie. Maybe Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let me see if I can do 2. But Sonic the Hedgehog got a bunch of movies, man. You know what I mean? Man, this thing was off the chain. Shoot, what y'all talking about? Can I find a teaser? No, wait. Is that like a? I think this is like a teaser. Yeah, I think it's like a teaser. Let me see if I can see it's like a teaser. Yep, it's like a teaser. That's not the one. What's that thing called? Movie trailer. It's always a trailer. There we go. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah. Let me play this Joker right here, boy. Hey y'all, right here. Yeah. Y'all give me a second. I found it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. Look, let's do the season Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So look, let's go. I gotta flip the camera around. Yeah, I don't like pointing it towards my computer screen. It does that weird glare stuff, man.
Quick stretch, little snack, and here we go. Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference. Mind if I drive? You're being reckless. Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt. Pretending to be Batman, no justice, trademark pending. You're still just a kid. Woo-hoo! Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed. But you don't choose that moment. That moment chooses you. I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah? Papa's got a brand new stash. Since I've been gone, I discovered the source of ultimate power. That sounds big. It's been on my vision board for years.
Hope I'm not too late.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Beans Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea. That wasn't too bad. Today's forecast calls for a 100% chance of adventure. Return to sender.
Totally cool.
You're never going to get my power. Do I look like I need your power? Where are my manners? Sonic, meet Knuckles.
Man. That was cool. Yo, that was cool. And then of course, you know I'm gonna show you Sonic 3. Sonic 3, the trailer Sonic 3. You know I gotta show you that. Come on now. Now look, let's flip this thing over.
Try to keep up. I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here. Yeah, in my lungs.
Look,
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah. In my lungs.
Or your heart.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
Alright, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He's much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no! My turn. Can we just talk about this? He's too powerful. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped?
Doctor. Your visitors. This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition. Do this! If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it. I need room.
Sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
There won't be anything left.
No cheat codes. What did you do?
When I had
Yeah.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it? Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Yeah, yo. That's what's up right there. That's cartoons and movies, man, for Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, there's very few characters that have actually gotten all the entire trifecta. Toys, cartoons, movies, you name it, is on and popping, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's pathetic. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool to have all that going, man. So y'all appreciate all of y'all. So y'all appreciate all of y'all, man. Joining the chat tonight. Welcome to the episode of Salvation Art Life. But that's Sonic right there. Movies and animation. I don't think any character's gotten that. Even Mega Man, as popular as Mega Man is, Mega Man doesn't have any movies. You know what I'm saying? I would have to say Mega Man's probably like, I think Mega Man is Nintendo. No, Mega Man Sega. Yeah, Mega Man Sega. Mega Man doesn't even have cartoon movies. He's at one, two cartoon series maybe, but no movies. I'm waiting on that Mega Man. That's what I'm waiting on. You know what I'm saying? But yo, thank y'all, man. That's all the Sonic right there. Now, there's something that I always do every episode, which is mental health. I think it's very important because mental health helps you to overcome things, understand that you are valuable. It helps you to understand that you are a good human being. You have potential. You can the greatest version of yourself can always be achieved. So yeah. Hey, Bobby Savage, girl, I don't even waste my time with nonsense like that, man. Bobby, I wouldn't even give that person no energy, man. I've already just blocked them. We ain't got to worry about reading his garbage no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about that no more. People like that, you have to understand people like that, they're weak, they're cowards, they're the ones that never solve any of their problems. They always push their problems on other people, and they are just pathetic. So you got to let that go, girl. I ain't wasting my time. You see what I just did? I gave him the block. We ain't got about never seen him again, ever again. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to worry about seeing him again. But y'all, mental health is very important, man. And for me, I've done therapy. I did it for 2 years, and it was awesome. My last therapy session was in May 7th, 2025 of this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm talking about a good one. I ain't. That's like me saying there was Street Fighter. Street Fighter from back then is terrible, but now they're making a new Street Fighter movie, so I'm looking forward to that. But thank all of y'all for joining me tonight. Thanks for hitting the like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Look, y'all, um, um, getting your mind right is very important. If you're able to center yourself, you can achieve a lot of things. A lot of things that I've achieved is because now I'm finally centered. Can you imagine being traumatized for like 20 something plus years, man, since childhood and trying to figure it out? And so once I did that, man, everything took care of itself. Look, things got so good that I write a journal. And look, right now I'm literally going to write my journal right now in front of y'all because I haven't written the journal. I have, but I haven't finished it today. So look, for example, I wrote stuff in there this morning that I did, but now I'm going to write what I've done this afternoon. Like, for example, I posted promo videos on social media. I recorded podcast. I recorded Sundays Vision podcast. Excuse me. Podcast episode number 226. Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, I write things that I do daily, man, and it's giving me a certain peace. Like, as of today is day number 857 since I started my journal. And my journal looks like this. Look at this, y'all. That's the front, then that's the back. Of course, you know I put cardiac assassin on that thing. Come on now. You know I was going to do that. You know what I mean? But it's part of being who you and growing as a human being. You really just want to orchestrate your mind. I think that's really what therapy does for you. It lets you overcome things, and then you can orchestrate your mind towards where you want to go. Like, I don't necessarily need a team. I don't beg anybody. That includes family, friends. I would separate myself from you if you even utter negative utterances at me. It lets me know that you don't want to see me shine. I stay away from fake people. I stay away from fake people for sure. If you are fake, I will see you being for the fake person that you are, and I will get rid of you. I don't want you in my life. Go be in somebody else's life. I don't really. It's therapy changes you, man. It makes you understand yourself. It makes you also to value yourself very much, and that's probably the one thing, specifically in America, people don't value themselves. I mean, I can say the same of people that live all over the world. Yeah, you have to really, to get over trauma, you have to go into therapy. And then there's therapy, there's trauma, there's anxiety. Had it all, man. And anger too. Oh, anger, man, it was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? But to be where I am, you can read, you can see the energy in me. I'm at peace, man. Even when I look tired, I still look at peace. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what you said earlier today, Bobby Savage. I wasn't paying attention to how fit I am. But now that you guys are saying it, I'm like, oh wow, I really am fit. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't pay attention to that. Because all I do is get up, work out, try to get it in 5 days a week, every week. You know what I'm saying? And pace myself. You know, my dream. I've said it one and foremost. My dream is to become self-employed, man. I'm almost there. I'm not afraid to say that's what I want to do. You have to tell the universe that's what you want to do. I remember I used to be afraid to say things to the universe. And so when you don't say things to the universe, you don't achieve those things. Now it's like, yep, I want to be self-employed by the end of the year. I don't want to work for nobody no more. Because I don't. I'm not one of those. I'll be like, let me go get another job. Nah. I'm like, I want to just work for myself. I have no desire, interest in doing anything else. You know what I'm saying? Look at my cool banner right here. Like my banner, my mentality is what helped me to see this book. Really, when I started this comic book, I wasn't in therapy. By the time I finished the comic book, I was in therapy. I was done with therapy. So you can to understand how a talent that I have to be able to build it up, finally grow it to its optimum level of what it can reach. That's what's happening to me, man. Therapy is good for you, man. So look, at your job, most people's jobs nowadays, not only do the jobs offer you gym memberships, but they offer you therapy sessions. Most of them are going to get you at least 8 to 10. So look, go into that office, talk to that therapist, get what's on your mind off your mind, and talk to them in the truth. You have to be honest. None of that fake stuff. You got to keep it 200, not even 100, 200. Tell them exactly what's going on with you so they can help you, because they can't help you if you don't tell them. And welcome to the Salvation Art of Life podcast, episode number 226, Sonic the Hedgehog. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. Appreciate y'all with the positivity. Appreciate y'all with the energy, man. Even now, the new me can handle haters. Like Bobby Savage, that's what I'm saying. Like that hater was talking junk. Man, I'm just ignoring this dude. Like, because I know all I gotta do is hit the block button. That's funny as hell. I ain't wasting my energy on you. You got me twisted. I got better things to do with my time, man. I got dreams and stuff to pursue. Why am I gonna waste my energy? I am doing great. I'm doing great gaming with San Diego. I ain't seen a lot of people in a while, man. I've been growing. I've been busy, man. Regardless, I tell people this all the time. Those who are with me consistently, I appreciate you. Those who are not, I appreciate you too. But when you gone, remember this in mind. I'm going to keep growing. A lot of y'all, when y'all left me last, I was probably at like 800 and something subscribers. Look at me. I'm damn near at 1,200. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my dream. The goal was to achieve 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. If I get to 1,500, I'll take it. Even get to 1,200, I'll take it, man. You know what I'm saying? So because my channel has grown exponentially. You know what I mean? But therapy helps you to come a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing I always say to myself, today's another great day. And my last one I'm gonna say is I appreciate myself. That's literally all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate myself. Because it's true, I do appreciate myself. Part of therapy is helping me to understand yourself, love yourself, appreciate yourself, and so that you cannot be in any toxic relationships, both with whoever you with and with yourself. Hey, God bless you too, God bless you too, brother. Gaming with San Diego, God bless you too, man. I wish you nothing but the best, man. It's good to always pursue forward, man. Take it easy, man. Peace. So that's where it's at for mind. Get your mind right, man. So that's our get right mind segment. Now, last but not least, is gonna be the fun part today, because I'm gonna get to show y'all some new cool gear, phone case, my comic books, sneakers, then of course bomber jacket and sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? So look, let's jump this thing off. So my last line of the day is I appreciate myself, and I always will appreciate myself. Yeah. Now look, y'all. Let's get into all this cool gear y'all gotta check out. Oh man, then my foot hurts like hell, but hey, y'all, I'm gonna bring it to y'all. Let's start off with the sweatpants. Look at this right here. Let me see if I can start off with the sweatpants right quick. That's right. Look at this. Carjack Assassins Training Day sweatpants. And guess what we got on there? We got all the heroes. Look, the new versions of them anyway. You see this right here? That's the new Cajun right there. Oh, I got to show y'all some posters. Oh, I got to show you the posters. I literally forgot. Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin. This on the sweatpants, y'all. And then on the left side, this one is a custom design for me. This what I wore to the art show, y'all. Oh, man, y'all don't understand. You got Sanusi. You got Artillery. You got Kanji. You got Revo right there. And then when you flip it, you see Revo right there? You flip it to the back, you got more awesomeness. You got Excursion. You got Snipes. You got Yukon. You got the Coyotes. You got Seth. Oh, and then on the back on this side right here, guess what? You got more awesome heroes, right? You got Sincere, you got Shepherd, you got Diesel, you got Sphinx, man. Y'all don't understand. These sweatpants are off the chain. People were like, yo, those are the coolest pants I've ever seen. And people were like, is that Gundam Wing? I was like, nah, that's my cactus. People were like, what? Yeah, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like that, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Then, of course, you got a bomber jacket. I made another platinum bomber jacket. Now, this one's a marble velvet. As course, it's the platinum label. It's the highest level of the bomber jackets. Sorry, I can't stand up, y'all. I hurt my foot. You know what I mean? But look, check this thing out. It's got the version 6 of my cactus right there. Look at the front side of the bomber jacket right there. As you can see, Carjack for Assassins Training Day to commemorate, guess what? The comic book. Gotta honor the comic book. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is awesome right here. Look at this amazing bomber jacket right here. Platinum marble velvet, man. This is the best version of all my bomber jackets. You don't have to make me one. Come on now. And this is what I wore to the art show. I love this jacket. This jacket is, oh my God. Dark gray, looking cool, matching set. You know what I'm saying? So bomber jackets now available on savage.com. Let me tell y'all something. It's good to grow what you grow, man. You know what I mean? So that's the bomber jackets right there. Then, of course, you got the phone case. Carjack Assassin's phone case right here. Look at this. Training day. Available now on savage.com. You got to get the phone case. Come on now. Who don't want an awesome phone case? Are you kidding me? Phone cases, baby. Phone cases. We doing all kinds of stuff now, man. The gear don't went to another level. The sneakers don't went to another level. It's just what we doing over here, man. We doing major things. You feel me? Look, phone cases. I even wrote a note to myself from when I designed it. So Carjack Assassin Training Day phone case available now on Samsung.com. We got it in iPhones, Samsung Galaxies, and Google Pixels. You know what I'm saying? So you'll make sure you're sure to get one of these amazing phone cases, whether it's Carjack Assassin Universe or just get another one. Maybe whatever I've got on my website, Blade, Iron Man, each Carjack Assassin's character. You know what I'm saying? And then next up, oh yes, I got to show y'all this, and I'm not gonna forget the sneakers. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. I'm over here making a mess. I wonder if my iPad has these drawings, because I feel like this is gonna be. You know what? Let's just make my life easy. Let's see if I can't get this on an iPad. I think I got these drawings on the iPad. I might not, but I don't think I do. Let me look, y'all. Let me look. If I got it on the iPad, great. If I don't, we'll have to go posters. I'll have to try to stand up, man, because I want y'all to see these posters. I definitely want y'all to see these posters. Oh man. Okay. I didn't have it on the thing. Okay, so give me a second, y'all. Let's look at all these posters. Let's change the angle on this thing right quick. Right there. You see this? Look. Carjack Assassin, the entire universe, training day. These are the version 6 of my characters right here. This is what they look like now. They look sick as hell. Y'all know what's up. You got to visit the website, savage.com. I'll be adding these posters. This poster right here is actually currently available on the website. But as I go, I'm going to add all the other posters. You're going to have to give me some time. You know what I'm saying? Then you've got the Carjacks, the heroes. Look at what they look like now. Oh, man, it's a total transformation. Carjacks, the entire hero team. You know what I'm saying? They look sick as hell. Then you got Cajun and Sphinx. Look at that. Cajun, you got Sphinx right there. Tell me that ain't sick. You're like, this is next level stuff, man. This is what your boy doing, man. Oh, commemorating. Then you've got Escalade. You know what I'm saying? You got Escalade, Air Force Colonel, Sarah Jones. They got Sincere. So look, let's break each person down. You got Cajun, Jones Phoenix, right here. You know what I'm saying? With Sphinx right there. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, these characters. Thank all of y'all for joining me tonight. Welcome to another episode of Salvation Art Life. You know what I'm saying? Podcast episode number 226. You got Sarah Phoenix, aka Escalade. You know what I'm saying? You got Sincere. You know what I'm saying? And look, Cajun is my character. He's based on me. Yeah, this guy right here is based on me. He's my character. He looks so cool, man. Oh my God. So cool. Then of course, you got Escalade. You know what I'm saying? You got Escalade right here. Then of course, you got Sincere. Yeah, these are Spitfire, man. This is next level stuff, man. Then you got Glocks and Rasputin, baby. You got Glocks and Rasputin. So now hopefully y'all saw this. This is Sincere right here. They look totally different from what they used to look like. I told y'all the next level was off the chain, just like I told you the comic book was off the chain. They got Glocks. You know what I'm saying? You got Glocks. You got Rasputin. You know what I'm saying? Look at this right here, man. This is next level stuff, y'all. Next level stuff. Then of course you got Diesel. You know what I'm saying? Diesel. Yeah, he looking sick as hell. He don't look not like he used to look like, man. Diesel. That's how I'm looking just like my character. That's hilarious. Yeah, man, I'm paid. You talking about straight swole, man. Gotta get in that gym, get in that weight room, stay right. But old boy got armor, man. You know what I'm saying? He got the armor like Iron Man and Techno Man. But I had to keep fit, man. Then you got Shepard, same Quantum House. That's my best friend's character right there. That's my big brother's character right there. You know what I'm saying? But these characters, man, it's a whole different ball game now, man. Now look at the assassins, the villains. You got the assassins right here. The villains, led by Lord Sun Tzu. You got Sun Tzu, you got Seth right there. Now Sun Tzu, y'all remember, is my villain side. So that's what I look like when I'm a villain. You feel me? I gave myself 2 characters in this whole universe. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Then you got artillery. Look at her, man. Oh my God. They look so different now. I told y'all it's gonna be a proper evolution. Proper evolution. Artillery right there. Then you got excursion, aka Ruben drones. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, it's fire, right? It's straight lit. Then you got Kanji and Revo. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, Bobby. I told you, man. I came to do work. Version 6, I told you I was gonna change the game. I give you a year. Everybody's gonna have these posters up on their wall, man. Everybody. You got Kanji over here. She's all around badass. She's hot. And then you got Revo right here, her younger brother. Revo looks so sick. Revo's always been sick, but now it looks even more sicker. You know what I'm saying? So yo, that's the characters. Then you got Snipes and Yukon. You know what I'm saying? You got Snipes over here, the purple hair bombshell. Then you got Yukon right here. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And then of course, you've got the Coyotes. Look at them. Oh my God. Tell me that ain't sick. Right? So it's a different version of these characters now, man. Everything looks so different. You know what I'm saying? Everything looks so different. Now give me a moment. Because I gotta grab the sneakers. Or at least one of them. I'm gonna grab 2 pairs. That way I don't hurt my foot. Y'all, my foot is killing me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, give me a second, y'all. My foot is killing me. So I'm gonna grab 2 pairs of sneakers because I can't really walk that much. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all, I'm so blessed, man. You ain't gonna never see me complain. So these are the 2 shoes. I was at work all day long, just walking around in pain, man. I was like, this is excruciating. Man. So look, y'all. These are the Batas 2s right here. These are my personal Batas 3s, low tops, Cardiac Assassins. But remember, I can make any character designs now. I've added a whole bunch of sneakers onto the website. And speaking of sneakers, I'm actually gonna go onto the website. I'm gonna let y'all see the website so y'all can see the to commemorate Cardiac Assassins. I'm gonna let y'all see the sneakers that I created, just to let y'all know how your t-shirts. I'm gonna show you that too. I'm gonna point the camera at my t-shirts so y'all can see the t-shirts as well, bomber jackets. But the sneakers I'm gonna show y'all. You know what I'm saying? So these are the Batas 3 low tops right here, available on soundvision.com. Cardiac Assassins Training Day. I'm designing those tonight. Those are getting designed tonight. You can believe that. Belay that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Cardiac Assassins. This is version 5 right here. We're about to add version 6. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, cardiac assassins, you can see the foot. These are the assassins on this foot. These are the cardiacs on this foot. And I could do that with any shoe. Any character I've drawn on my website. Any character. Cardiac assassin universe characters, Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel, or the assassins, Sun Tzu, Seth. I can even do Sphinx from the cardiacs. I could do Sun Tzu, Seth, Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes. It don't matter. They can go in any color, any sneaker, any color, black, brown, red, gray, purple, pink. And I'm making them for men and women and for kids as well now. So we're doing major things with my sneakers, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, the next thing is the Batas 2 Sport 2s. Now, these are the ones that are good for your feet. If you work on your feet a lot, if you're in retail or anything like that, you're a nurse or whatever, where you walk a lot, you want these right here. You know why? Because they got these compressions right here. They got these compressions right here. They breathe. They give you a lot of shock absorbers. Because I've always had a lot of foot pain, and so in order to avoid all that foot pain I used to have, man, I got some shoes that feel good, man. So y'all, I'm grateful for the sneakers. I'm grateful to have my own design, and proud of the fact that there's actually people out there wearing my sneaker. You know how proud of myself I am, man. People order my sneakers and say, you know what, Adewale, I'm wearing that thing only once. I ain't letting this get dirty, man. Because when you get famous, these sneakers gonna be worth too much. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, the last thing I got to show y'all, the Cardiac Assassins Training Day comic book, now available on soundvision.com. So remember when I dropped the comic book, it was this version. It was the small version. Well, guess what I decided? I said, you know what? I need something a lot bigger. So guess what I went and did? Designed it again. Dropped another big one on y'all. But guess what this time? I got the QR code on that Joker. You know what I'm saying? And I got the QR code on the back. And look, let's compare them from size references. Look at this. You can see there's a significant difference in size. Look at them when I put them next to each other. That thing looked like it's about to swallow this small one, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that's funny as hell. Yeah, that's what your boy doing, man. College of Assassin Training Day. Now available on soundvision.com. Thank y'all, man. Look, now check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this right here. So you got the small one and you got the large one. So both are now available on soundvision.com. So when you go to my website, you can see them both. But yeah, man, this book is quite the achievement. I'm proud of it. I've got a set number of copies. A set number of copies. So only those who are worthy will have this book. I remember selling these comics at the show. Man, people were tripping, man. People were like, wait, there's somebody creating something this cool out here? And everybody would be like, how come you ain't work for Marvel? Or these, I'm like, I ain't work for them motherfuckers. Hell no. They're going to pimp me. Ain't nobody pimping me, man. I'm going to own my art. I'm going to own my creation. I'm going to own my characters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of myself to have done this all by myself, y'all. And I stress the word, by myself. Every single thing in this book was done by me. Everything. By myself. Nobody helped me. I did it all by myself. I didn't beg anybody for their approval. I didn't even ask family members for their approval. Wasn't asking. And you know you've created something great when your nephew wants a copy of it. You know what I'm saying? And not young kids, boy, these little Teen Titans these days, boy, they'll let you know if something sucks. Man, my nephew thinks my book is the jump off, man. And then, of course, all the other people that sold the comic book to. So I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? College of Assassins Training Day comic book, now available on soundvision.com, y'all. Y'all got to go get your copy. Look at the back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what your boy do, man. So y'all, that's my dream, man. I'm doing this doggone thing. I'm making it happen. So all of y'all part of the chat tonight, please sure to hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I really appreciate y'all. Because I know nowadays people have an attention span issue. They lose attention in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, thank y'all so much, man. So look, that's our show for today, man. So I want to thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for being part of this amazing episode with about Sonic the Hedgehog. We talked about Sonic's yeah, I ain't worried about that, man. I don't need them. I got me. I am the boss. So I'm not looking for somebody to develop me. I don't care about what they want. I'm doing my own thing, man. One of the greatest things that happen to a lot of artists nowadays is that you have independence. And if you don't take advantage of that independence, then you're just a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Look, we don't need the big companies no more. That's why you got your YouTube channel. That's why you got your TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Create your own movie. You feel me? Be independent, man. Don't. They just got big budgets. That's all they got is big budgets. They ain't got nothing else but big budgets. It's not even their own money. All they got is big budgets. They ain't got shit else. You feel me? I'm going to build my own one day. I'm going to have my own studio one day. I'm going to have my own animation studio one day. I'm going to have all that. I already got one right now. Anywhere you live at is your animation studio. If you are a creator, anywhere you live at is your creation depot. Don't let nobody tell you need some big old thing to get started. Nah, you need your apartment or your little house or your garage, wherever you stay at. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get started. Believe in yourself, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's my thoughts for today. Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the coolest characters ever created by Sega in 1991. And then from there, he just grew into greatness. And now he's Sonic is a iconic character. There's no way nobody in their right mind is not going to say Sonic is not an iconic character. You have to be out of your mind to say Sonic is not an iconic character. You just got to be high as I don't know what, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's what's up. That's our show for today, man. So, look, let's get up out of here, man. So, we touched on Sonic's origins, his history, the characters that are in that universe, of course, the cartoons, especially the Sonic the Hedgehog Saturday Anime AM, and of course, the movies 1, 2, and 3. Crazy. That dude had 3 quick movies real fast. 2020, 2022, and 2024. It's already over. I'm like, dang, I need to watch Sonic 3. I haven't even seen it yet. Hey, good night, Bobby Savage, man. Thank you, girl, for joining me. And look, keep your head up, keep healing, keep getting right, and keep pushing forward. You feel me? I'll see you maybe tomorrow if I go live, because tomorrow's sneaker day. And then, of course, for sure, Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Sunday, I was on TikTok last week, so I'm going to come back to YouTube this week. I've been alternating between TikTok and YouTube. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow both platforms, man. So, y'all, thanks for joining me. And look, y'all, we got to pay our subscribers and then get up out of here, man. Pay these bills. This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Homeland Fashions, home of authentic African fashion and accessories from the motherland. You know what I'm saying? And this podcast also brought to you by Salvation Podcast, also brought to you by Tiegler. If you need executive services from plumbers to physicians and everything in between, search Tiegler. Don't wait, that's Tiegler.com. Don't wait, that's Tiegler.com. And this podcast also brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight, man. It's been another amazing episode. It's been another amazing episode. I'm grateful for the show, man. So y'all, thank you for joining me tonight. So look, thank you for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Akboke Jr. Please check out our website. Yeah, thanks, Bobby. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll get better too, man. You take care of yourself too, man. You know, whatever's ailing you, you got to one step at a time, one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's at, man. One step at a time. That's how you heal. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. You know what I'm saying? And to understand that you don't have to have everything to have everything, if that makes any sense, Bobby. You feel me? You don't have to have everything to have everything. You feel me? So I don't understand what you're saying, Muhammad. I really don't. You got to keep it up. Y'all feel me? So, y'all, thank you for joining me. So, this podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Akboke Jr. Please check out our website at soundvision.com for all the cool stuff we got. Phone cases, comic books, sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Bomber jackets and sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? We're doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and posters. Can't forget that. Definitely can't forget that. You got to remember the posters. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So posters. So please check out the website, soundvision.com, and check out all our cool gear, man. And please, also too, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to check it out, man. We have all kinds of cool stuff. Tell your friends about the channel too. Don't just subscribe and like it. You subscribe, like it, and then tell your friends about how cool my channel is. You know what I'm saying? So we've been building this thing up for a good minute, man. I'm proud of the direction the channel is growing. It's grown exponentially since when I started, man. So I'm grateful for that. And please, don't forget to check out my social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. I'm more of a big YouTube and TikTok platform guy. The other platforms I keep just because I've had them for so long out of courtesy. I think YouTube and TikTok are the better ones. I feel like they give you what you want for what you need to do and for what you're trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? So, and please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. You know, as always, y'all, never ever give up on your dreams. Never ever allow anybody to tell you what you can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? You are the orchestrator and the driver of your foundation. So you are the person who's bringing everything that you want to do to light. So ain't no need to listen to nobody. Only person you need to listen to is yourself, and have a belief in yourself, and know that you can do it, no matter how long it takes. Yo, give me a second. Let me find Sonic the Hedgehog so we can check out like that way. Yeah. But let me get Sonic and Tails. I think I have Sonic and Tails on up here. Do I have Sonic and Tails? I'm pretty sure I do. Yo, give me a second. I found Sonic, but I've got the drawing with Sonic and Tails too. Unless I didn't put it in here. I'm pretty sure I did. Man, I guess I didn't. That's messed up. It's all good. I showed Sonic in the beginning, so I ain't gonna trip. Wow. I guess I didn't have it. Dang. All right, so y'all, like us, two things I always say. One, there's no success in skipping steps. The back of the line is just as important in front of the line. Be determined, not desperate. You know what I'm saying? And then the second one, your dreams can be delayed but must never be extinguished. So wait your time while the universe delivers you the right hand. Be determined, not desperate. Y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself always and never, ever, 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 ever give up on your dreams. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, aspire and achieve. Have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. Until next week's podcast again. Peace.